So you're thinking about buying yourself your first motorcycle. That's awesome. Congratulations on getting your license and enjoy the thrill of finding the right motorcycle for you. So, in a world with so many motorcycles, which one is the right one for you? Alright, so close your eyes. You've, without a doubt, have seen many motorcycles. Which one speaks to you? In the end, you want a motorcycle that you can look at and say, damn, that's one awesome bike. But respectfully, leave the Kawasaki Ninja H2R alone. And I mean, sure, you can Google best motorcycles for beginners 2025, but let's be honest, you're just probably gonna end up on some wannabe influencers, bikers, YouTube. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Well, let's be honest. What are you gonna use the bike for? What is the purpose of the motorcycle? Are you going to ride off roads? Are you going touring with the bike? Are you going on a racetrack? Do you want a race model? You want to be like one of the tough guys on a race bike? Or are you gonna use the bike just to ride to work? Those are important questions to ask yourself, and it's gonna help you determine which motorcycle is right for you. But I do recommend that you pick a motorcycle that's a bit more all-purpose. Pick something that's good for multiple things. Make a realistic choice. I'm gonna use myself as an example here. My absolute dream bike is the BMW R1250 GS. Oh, okay. Was the BMW. She can get a bit clingy sometimes. I've had the chance to ride a BMW and damn, I mean, that bike absolutely blew my mind. But as a starting biker, do I really need a 27,000 euro motorcycle? No. If you're gonna commute every day to work on a motorcycle on a road with multiple speed traps, does it really matter if you have 120 horsepowers? I mean, you'll rarely get the chance to use it. My Suzuki Gladius was 3,100 euros. And of course, you can't absolutely compare the comfort and the handling to a 27,000 euro bike. But in the end, she's taking me home the same way the more expensive bikes would. So, be realistic. Budget. Alright, so you already paid some money for your motorcycle license, for your lessons, and for your exam. What is your realistic budget for a motorcycle? While I was jokingly saying don't get the Kawasaki H2R in the beginning of the video, I'm amazed at actually how many people buy super expensive motorcycles as their first bike. But, don't listen to me how to spend your money. As long as you're happy, you do you, boo. Set a specific budget. For example, I had 5,000 euros planned for a motorcycle. And go check out and look what's around, what's available in the neighborhood. Check your second-hand market websites, marketplace, and a lot of dealerships have crazy good collection of second-hand motorcycles as well. Doesn't hurt to go look and figure out what's right for you. Also take into account that you're gonna need money for your gear, insurance, road taxes, and yearly maintenance of your motorcycle. Comfort and height. This one is not specifically for my tinier Biketok fans, but hey, you guys get an honorable mention, am I right? So you want a bike that you can sit comfortable on, and that when you come to a full stop, your feet are firmly on the ground. And if you want to get on your bike, if you need a ladder or something, you can't really get on the bike comfortably, it's silly and it's actually pretty dangerous. I also see a lot of bikers on sports bikes, and I get that. They are awesome, they look awesome, love them as well. But did you know that sports bikes actually put a lot of pressure on your lower back and your wrists? Fun fact, sports bikes are designed to take the weight and pressure away from your lower back and wrists at higher speeds, which in normal situations, you won't really have that chance. For me, it was important that I could sit upright on my motorcycle because that was the most comfortable. So I looked at naked models and touring adventure bikes. And eventually, I fell in love with Suzuki Gladius. Okay, so there are a lot of motorcycles, but just let me give some suggestions myself. To start, Suzuki Gladius SFE650. I mean, this was my starter bike, and let me tell you, this bike has everything you need. The bike has a lot of power, handles very well, is comfortable to ride, and is very fuel efficient. The unique design makes it stand out, and Suzuki makes amazing, reliable motorcycles. Honda CBR 650R. Maximus, you inspired me for this one. This bike has a smooth engine with good seating comforts, and it makes it a good starter bike for someone who's interested in supersport. Keep in mind, the bike has a lot of power and weighs about 208 kilograms. The bike can be restricted to an A2 license if the 94 horsepower is still a bit too much for you. The Honda Grom 125. If you're just not that tall and you want a good, reliable small motorcycle, the Honda Grom has got your back. While they don't pack all that much power, don't underestimate this little bike. It's ideally for when you live in a crowded city, and it's amazingly fuel efficient. The Kawasaki Versys 650 or the Kawasaki Z650. Personally, I rode with a Z650 for my license, and I got plenty fun of this bike. I feel like the instructor chose that bike for a good reason. It handles easily, got some power, and is very beginner friendly. The Versys is more the touring version of this. So, if you like a touring motorcycle, I recommend this. In the end, the decision for the best bike for you is entirely up to you. Really, go check out on some dealerships. Ask if you can get a test ride. As I've said in one of my previous videos, I feel like the bike chooses you. While I do not suggest getting a leader bike as your first starter bike, purely out of realistic safety reasons, if this is what you want, go for it. Enjoy the bike life and let me know if this video helped you in the comments. Ride safe and enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Conclusion.